good evening, everybody. We're here for another night of Guns and Glencairns, and just what a beautiful day we had. A little bit windy, but it cooled off quite a bit. And anyway, glad we got a heater installed in this thing because I think we're going to be needing it. But anyway, Jared's here. We have
frog in your throat. We have a frog in your throat.
yeah. Mitch is here. We have a new guy with us, Chris.
How's it going?
Welcome, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
And we have Ryan, we have Rich, and we have Colton. And I'm Dean, and that doesn't mean anything. It's just the name my dad gave me.
But it means everything.
Right. Not really. Anyway, we're gonna get into Leviticus again. We're gonna start in chapter 17. We're gonna talk about some big old firearm we got back here. I don't know what this thing is. What is that thing, Chris?
So it is a custom Shiloh Sharp's model rifle that was hand built by my uncle.
Oh, nice.
The Quigley down under.
The Quigley gun.
Quickly.
Nice.
Quickly down under. Cool. So we'll get into that a little later, and then we've got some Knob Creek out there that doesn't look like it's been opened. So we're going to review that, pass it around, and see what happened there. So let's just start with a little word of prayer. Father, just thank you so much for this evening. Thank you for these men who have sacrificed time away from home and from their loved ones. And I just thank you that you gave them safe travels here. Pray that you would give them safe travels home as they leave. Just thank you for your word. Thank you for the Holy Spirit that lives within us. And I pray that you would just let it speak to us today. As we get into your word, just feed us with what you want us to learn. And just thank you for this time of discussion, and I just pray that we would know more today how our moral laws from the Old Testament should apply to today. So just thank you for this time. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
We're going to try to skip through chapter 17, 18, 19, and I think 20 tonight. There's a lot of verses there, so some of us have just kind of went through and read, and we're not going to read every verse in there, but I'm hoping that things just jump out that spoke to each one, and we'll just discuss those verses that jumped out to anybody. So Colton's already mentioned, about not drinking the blood of an animal. In verse 11 it says, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that makes atonement for the soul." So we've talked about that through a lot of the sacrifices building up to this, that, blood had to have been shed for the atonement of sins or offerings of different things. And so blood is pretty special. Move it forward. The atonement for our sins was Jesus shedding his blood. So we should take that pretty serious in that. And I always hear this about, people going out on a deer hunt or something like that. They shoot their first animal, and the first thing they do is got to get a cup of blood, and they drink that blood from the first animal they shot.
I don't know as if I've ever heard that. I've heard of people taking a bite out of the heart.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
The heart, the blood, the wipings.
Yep.
Right? Like instead of the drinking, it's just like, hey, mark yourself with it. You know what I mean? At least you're taking it in. You're just like, hey, you've taken this animal. So it's just bringing it back just a little bit, right? Like we're not drinking anymore. Like
before wasting disease, that was definitely a thing.
correct.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's funny that it also specifies that the blood will be poured out and buried.
It does say buried. Yeah. Covered with the soil.
Covered with dust, yep.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, like, when you bleed them out,
Yeah.
how many of us actually cover that with soil to this day?
Right.
I call it soaked in, but
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, I guess you could kick some dirt over it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
We're not preparing our wild game, right?
You know what else I find interesting is if you go down to number 15, it says, "And every person who eats what died naturally or what was torn by beasts, whether he is a native of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe in water to be unclean until evening." So, if you didn't kill it and it's just laying there dead, don't eat it.
Oh, absolutely.
But is that survival wise, or is that just
Well, I think that it doesn't
Surviving.
matter if you're survival or not.
well?
Like-
That goes back to the change of the reading of it here and where it was written
Correct.
to where we're sitting back now, right?
Mhm.
So if we're going out in the mountains and we're getting lost and we're getting turned around and we're coming across something that's already been.
Well, I guess you better ask God
Correct.
in the end.
How hungry are you?
Yeah, I think you better straight up ask and be like, I know that I'm not supposed to do this according to the Old Testament. I'm literally starving. What should I do?
Correct.
He'll give you an answer. Whether you like it or not is up to you
Correct.
and God.
100%.
So
It's also intriguing in 16, the last verse of that chapter. But if he does not wash them or bathe his body, then he shall bear his guilt.
isn't that nuts? Like,
As if you shouldn't be embarrassed that you stole another animal's kill, or
Yeah.
ate some,
yeah.
what I guess what we would call probably roadkill or something.
First, that's
You know?
honestly what popped into my head was roadkill, because you hear a lot of guys stopping, like in Wyoming. I know that you got to call Game and Fish and then go back to the roadkill, even if you just seen it happen, and then you can take meat off of it. However, some states you just throw it in the back of the pickup and
There you go. I would
Some
want to
states
see,
you
I would
can't
want
touch
to
it at
see
all.
that thing being
oh,
killed.
for sure, yeah.
I wouldn't want to just go pick up something that's been laying out there for,
I mean,
Who knows how?
I can tell you, like back in Michigan where I grew up, deer's like mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah.
White-tailed deer are like mosquitoes.
Yep.
I mean, you can hit them about 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you hit them and you know it was a good hit, you hit them in the head, you know.
Right.
Take them on to the house.
Exactly, yeah, you
Yep.
can take
yeah,
them
you don't want to
home.
waste it, I get that.
Exactly, yeah.
My brother was riding his bicycle home from football practice one time, and a deer ran out and hit him.
I've heard of that.
My mom had a car,
That's usually how this works.
a Chevy wise. That was, we called it the Deer Slayer, because she killed more deer in that car.
Yeah,
And I was like, it was 9, 10, 15 deer, and I'd be like,
yeah.
Credit to the car for living
Oh,
up to it.
well, it was probably an old Chevy Caprice or something that didn't matter.
right, like hatchback,
Station
just,
wagon.
Yeah,
just it was a goer. Like,
yeah.
I think the best one I ever saw was I seen an Amish buggy take out a whitetail.
Oh,
deer.
heck yeah.
Really?
It ran out in front of the buggy, and that horse reached up and wham, nailed that deer.
They kept on trucking.
They crawled out with a 22.
I bet they
killed
did,
it,
yeah.
and
Yep.
They took it.
throw the back.
Amish, man, Amish are different. I've seen Amish. I've seen Amish do a lot of things back in Michigan.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it's different. The mindset. That's why we're talking about the difference between
Yeah.
how we're relating this to now times, right? Until these words written right now, because we were taking, if we were to say, these guys hit these things, drive off, leave them,
Yeah,
right? But then at the same time, you're like, well, you're obviously not hungry. You're just wanting to
Well,
get away from the scene to get
right.
things taken care of, right? Well, if you were to go back 1,000 years, 2,000 years, well, if something gets hit, we're
Well-
we're not wasting anything.
Yeah, well, back 1,000 years, what's it going to get hit by? A grizzly bear? You
Well, they
know
have
what I
chariots,
mean?
horses and chariots.
Well, the,
Horse, chariot, however,
yeah, for the rich people.
correct. But like I said, you find something you come
Yeah,
across,
for sure. Yeah.
and you're just like, I'm not letting it go without waste. 'Cause there's 60 pounds of meat, even if you kill it, right? You're within. If it weighs 110 pounds, depending on where you're at in the country,
Yeah.
and then okay, now you have waste of that. So okay, that breaks it down from 110 pounds down to 80 pounds or 60 pounds of usable meat that's not getting completely just blood soaked.
Yeah. You know, it's funny that it says, or was torn by beasts, when there's literally tribes over in Africa right now that are trying to get the lions off of the carcass so they can go in and snag a quarter. And I've heard stories about this where they actually take a really sharp knife and they try to cut a quarter off. And somebody's drawing the lions away, right? And they're trying to run in, grab a quarter real quick, and run back out so they can feed their family.
Those tribes in Tanzania are crazy. It's insane
Right.
what they, but that's how it's
And
gone
it's
on
normal.
forever. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's
is.
the way of life.
Yeah.
Right. But that's that's generational, right? At that point, right? That's where we're evolving at a rapid rate here. There, they just stall out. There's not stall out. They don't want to go any farther.
Mm.
right? They're just holding it right there and saying, we don't need to go any farther. We're still going to maintain life the way we're running it right now. And they've been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Why do we
Or
think
thousands
that
of years.
is? Like the Maasai. The Maasai tribe is the big one.
They're the warrior tribes, right? Like they're the ones that will run like 15 miles to get in a fight and then run back.
I don't know about that.
Man, that ain't
But
for
I
me.
mean, no. I mean, they're like fighting over the organs, and I mean, they're eating the insides of the stomach. And
But then they also, as
Well, they do that in Scotland. It's called human
Haggis.
Haggis.
you're talking about the ones where they'll
Humans.
pop
I didn't know
the vessel or they'll pop the vein and then they'll bleed it out into
Couldn't
a jar.
remember.
Yeah, and pack it back up.
they're getting everything.
And then they're drinking the blood warm out of their cows or sheeps or whatever they're taking out of.
Mhm.
But there's some mineral or something that they're getting or vitamins that they're getting out of the fresh blood of the animal.
Yeah, I mean, that's where
Yep.
it all
I got
is.
you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it talks about not eating the blood here, and so we was over in Scotland, and they have blood pudding. Has anybody here had blood pudding?
They have that in the UK.
I'm not a big
It's not
fan.
pudding. It's like a hockey puck.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had it. I've seen a lot of people eat it, but I've never had it.
Well,
I
that's
tried it. Not a fan.
not a fan.
Nope.
But he loves that rum from Florida.
He sure does, doesn't he?
But like
No, that's what.
it's close to a blood hash, right? Like that's
That's
the
one
texture
by
of
nine.
it.
That's
With
Savage
the
people
blood
scored it higher
flavor,
than
and then
me.
it just
yeah, that there was.
Yeah.
Ryan was probably one of them.
Him and that Dickel.
Uh-huh.
Setting the bar.
It's the only one.
that's true.
You ready to move on to
Yep,
chapter
yep,
eight?
let's do it.
This is the doozy here, laws of sexual morality. When we talk about our moral laws, you know, and how most people must think that the Old Testament doesn't pertain to today, because I see a lot of people that are not obeying
Oh yeah.
the laws that are in here, but most I think do.
Mm-hmm.
We relate back to this chapter. It's what life has been based on. But then there's those that go against it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Technology.
Yeah.
Right? That's the part, mental strength over technology that sits in front of you where you can look up anything you want at any time. And it sits there and then, well,
works on you.
it works on you. Like the mental toughness and then how far being a man of God.
The mental fortitude is definitely something to.
There you go.
There's definitely some very interesting
There is an 18. Yes.
verses in here that are the nakedness of your father and mother shall not be uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Or your daughter's daughter.
Right.
Or your
Right.
son's daughter.
Isn't that? Yeah.
it just goes on and on there.
Yeah,
Right.
it's that's
Or your mom's
why.
sister.
Your father's wife's daughter.
It's all in here.
So that must mean like
She is your
your
aunt.
your mother has died then,
So-
right?
Yeah.
Well,
And
it
then-
says she is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. 11 is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
but then the father's side of it that you were just talking about, right? Then it turns over to be like, hey, well, as long as someone has passed away, your mother or your father, to be able to get
Yeah.
remarried again back to farther pages past, right? Like you have to have a certain pathway, I guess, to be able to make it religious.
What did you highlight out of that, Dean?
Well, I took 22 and 23, started there. You shall not lie with a male. As with a woman, it is an abomination.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that change? How has that changed from then to now? It's still an abomination.
I was just gonna say I don't believe that it has.
Yeah.
Well, what's the devil's goal? Not to make you believe in him, just to make you doubt believing in them
Mm-hmm.
or God.
Mm-hmm.
So all you got to do is pull them away from their belief system, and then everything will crumble. And I think that's a piece of what's crumbling.
I actually think
Sexual morality.
what is happening is 24, if you want to get technical. Do not defile yourselves with any of these things, for all of these nations are defiled, which I am casting out before you, for the land is defiled.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore I visit the punishment of its inquiry upon it. and the land vomits out its inhabitants.
Some bold words.
Right.
But that, I mean, essentially this land is defiled as it is right now.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But then these same words, you shall not lay with a male. All some of these words in here,
Mm-hmm.
people will twist them.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I go, that's one thing about the Bible. Like reading the words and it, getting with people that will help you understand it and work through it instead of taking your 2 cents out of it
Mhm.
and taking your left
Mhm.
roll through it might take it to a whole nother level. And I think that's where we'd be like, no. These words are written.
Mhm.
They're in stone. Like this is how it goes. We're not changing this. I'm sorry if you're not accepting that.
So what you just said leads right into number 30.
Okay.
Therefore you shall keep my ordinance so that you do not commit any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that you do not defile yourselves by them. I am the Lord your God.
Yep. Nailed it.
He was the Lord then, and he's the
Yeah,
Lord
right.
now.
Like I said,
Mhm.
if they pick certain spots
Oh yeah.
out of through there and then try to turn it to what they're wanting it instead
Well,
of
people
what it's
always
supposed
do
to be.
that, but they never give you the context as to what the first part of it is or what the second part of it is. They
They
just
cherry
hit
pick it.
right there in the middle. Yeah.
Correct. And that's what we've talked about before. Is
Mhm.
that's where the devil comes in and be like, hey, this is not what we're talking about, or hey,
Mhm.
you're leaning this way. Let me just pull your ear a little
Yeah.
bit. Let me pull a little bit farther this way.
Mhm.
Well, if you look at today's society, how common is divorce?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How
very much
common
so.
is divorce because of an affair? How
Mhm.
common is, families getting separated because of these adulterous acts and the lusting over your neighbor's wife and stuff like that?
Mhm.
Ultimately, to me, I mean, it comes back to the devil is the ultimate deceiver.
Yeah.
And you can sit here and you can read through the Old Testament and Leviticus. I mean, the title of this chapter 18 is the laws of sexual morality,
Mhm.
right? And the devil, being the ultimate deceiver, can twist these laws of morality in your own mind to make them justified. But ultimately, if you turn back to Leviticus and you turn back to this Old Testament and you look at it for what it truly is,
Mhm.
these are the laws of the Lord our God.
Yep.
There is no justification in any of it.
Correct.
So, verse 30, I am the Lord your God. That, to me, that says this is the law of the
Oh
way.
yeah.
Stamp it.
Yeah.
Like just
Sign, seal, and delivered,
Yeah.
son.
right.
He starts out in chapter 19, third verse, or the second verse there was saying, you know that I am the Lord your God. I am holy. So he's stating that right off the bat.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you who's God right now before you get in and do these bad things and molding gods and making idols and
Mhm.
things you want to worship yourself.
Well, that's going back to the original 10 Commandments. One of them is not worship false idols,
Yep.
right? Do not turn to idols nor make yourselves molded gods. I am the Lord your God. Verse 4. Today's society, that's an extremely hard task to
Oh yeah.
take on.
Mhm.
I mean, and idols come in all shapes and forms, whether that be money, power, fame, fortune,
Influencers.
Cell phones.
cell phone influencers,
Yep.
right? If they're using it for the wrong purposes
Absolutely.
to become that
Mm-hmm.
idol, then it's going against the laws of the Lord God. So
Could not agree more.
But how fast can our youth get torn up from here to here very quickly?
Oh,
You're
for sure.
right. If we're not talking with our kids and we're not talking with our family, then when they're looking at this, because this is always right here.
Yep.
So that's the part, is talking with your family and being about it.
What else you got
that's-
there, Dean?
Did you have something?
Nope, go ahead.
I just had verses 11 through 13
Yeah, I was just
highlighted.
reading
You
those, yeah.
shalt not steal, nor deal falsely, nor lie to one another. Boy, that's a tough one. Oh, you shall not swear by my name falsely, that happens all the time, and it's just it's just a form of habit.
It's a habit
Yeah.
now. Like I catch myself and be like, oh wait,
You know, you don't realize you're doing it. It's
Correct,
just you've done it
correct.
so much before you
It's
got
like
into the
when people
Bible.
say literally, and it's not intended to be the definition of the word literally. It's just a
Yeah.
word that they always throw into a sentence
Right.
to give emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you get in that habit, and next thing you know, you're saying the way it's not meant, and that's false.
No, shall you profane the name of your God? I am the Lord. You shall not cheat your neighbors, nor rob him. The wages of him who is hired shall not remain with you all night until morning. I think that's what's saying. If you hire somebody, you pay him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And
Don't
timely.
cheat him.
Yeah, pay him timely.
Yeah.
You don't wait.
And then to remain with you until the morning, because if you're thinking about it that you've done them wrong, right? It's going to remain with you, and you're thinking about it all day long. You think all night long. It's going to remain there. But like, well, if you're thinking about that, then did I do you wrong? What I thought I did you right.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I may not have done it enough, right? Then if you're thinking about that, all right, then hey, reach out and be like, hey man, is this good? Like, did I do this okay? Like I thought I was right, but I was like, I may not.
Well, that's going back to first 13. Shall not cheat your neighbor nor rob him. The wages of him who is hired shall not remain with you all the night until morning. I think that goes both ways too. Prime example is like our boarding arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
right? When I purchased my new horse, I needed to find somewhere to board. Boarding for a horse nowadays is ridiculous expensive.
Mhm.
We're talking $500 a month,
Well,
and I mean, Jared's got me a good deal, and out of his own mouth, I'm not in the business of cheating people. I'm not in the business of robbing people, and that just kind of sticks out to me because it goes both ways.
Mhm.
If you can offer a service, why are we charging people exorbitant amounts of money for a service that we can do for half the price?
Yeah, because it's two-part, right? It's cheating, being false.
Right.
It's also greed.
Correct.
Both of those things are real negative.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my thing is I make sure my numbers are right, and I put a little piece in the pocket for the future. That's it.
Yeah.
It's got to be a good deal for both people. And I've really been focusing on that. And boy, it's a litmus test for a lot of deals you do, especially if you do like marketplace deals or Craigslist deals or God forbid some deal walking down the road or something. If it's not a good deal for both people, I'm just not interested, even if I'm the one winning.
Yeah.
It's just because you got that weighs on you, you know?
I think a lot of people also need to hear number 14. You shall not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shall fear your God. I am the Lord. Because so many people are so willing to curse the deaf, or to mess with blind people, or to beat on people that have other diseases, such as not diseases but a sickness or a mental health issue, or they're so willing to just pick on those people that it's disgusting.
Well, then Jesus, God, going to come back at some point and be like, hey, he might be the guy on the street corner.
Yeah.
That he's just
An
holding
angel
up-
comes out of nowhere, right? You never know who it's going to be.
holding a sign and be like, hey, I need some help.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, being nice to somebody.
Yep.
That's the part. Like, there's no reason to be an a-hole,
Nope.
right? Like, just be nice, be kind.
And this is, the moral law that it's going through. This is switching into be nice to the janitor the same way you are the CEO, right?
For
Because
sure.
as it continues to go through, it starts talking about the poor and the rich or the mighty, I think it uses. And it's like, treat everybody the same and treat them the way God would.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where you're going towards,
Mm-hmm.
is the moral and principles of God.
you can also look at that though as the blind, so you can see.
Yeah.
We can see a lot of things, but there's stuff we don't understand. We're blind to it. And that's a lot of people that don't know the Bible. They're blind to it, and
Absolutely.
we don't want to throw a stumbling block in front of them and keep them from ever getting into the Bible and knowing God. So we need to make sure we're pulling those stumbling blocks out of the way.
And being the light.
Yeah,
Right? Like, if
be
they,
smooth the path for
right.
somebody.
If they're willing and open to it, hey, I'll sit down and read the Bible with you. Like, I won't understand it as much as the guy next to me or Dean or anybody else. Like, it's just, but you're going to get into it and be like, I will sit here with you.
16 is a bit of a conundrum to me. Maybe one of you guys can throw some light on that one. You shall not go about as a talebearer among your people, nor shall you take a stand against the life of your neighbor. I am the Lord.
What's the talebearer?
The way I understand it is the person that walks behind carrying like for example, like the train of a dress,
Okay.
or carrying something in the back, like the, what do you call it? The meek, the
I
weak,
would-
or the poor that would follow along behind the convoy.
I would say, I would look at that differently.
Okay,
A
cool.
talebearer being the guy who follows behind you and tells the false tales of what you've done.
The story.
Ah, okay.
The storyteller.
So if you read the last little part of 15, right? In righteousness you shall judge your neighbor. Okay? So then you shall not go about as a talebearer among your people.
The rumor
The
spreader.
gossip.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
as I just said, a person who reveals secrets, gossip, and spreads diverse or harmful talk.
See? That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's all in context.
But
too,
like I
right?
said,
we just
right.
got
Absolutely.
It'll hit around until you guys just literally hit it, and I'll be like, just check through it just to make sure.
Because I actually brought that up earlier. In righteousness you shall judge your neighbor.
I think
Now-
Chris mentioned that.
Well, I go small towns.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? I go.
Gas travels fast in small towns.
Correct, right? Like that's a small part of, or a part of a small town. Be like, everybody knows each other's business, right? And be like, well, this guy did this, and be like, hey, I'll fess up to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And be like, at that point, it's just like, yeah, small town BS.
Well, how often in a small town is it ever a positive message that the tales that they're telling? How
Hardly
often is
ever.
it positive?
Hardly ever.
Right. I
That good stuff's boring.
Yeah. I grew up in a town of 500 people, 300 of them being Amish, so they were out on their own. Basically 200 people. If you farted the wrong direction, they knew
Yeah.
it. But it was never the positives. Like, oh yeah, you volunteered 500 hours this year at the local church. Right? It's never the positive. It's always the negative tales. So.
It was always when I got back to school, like when I was in high school, I walk into a certain teacher's office or his classroom, and he knew exactly what I was doing, who I was with, and I'd be like, I grew up in the same thing, 500 people, and be like, how'd you know this? Like, okay, yep, that was me. You know what I mean? Be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever I did, I apologize.
I want to bring up 29 too.
Do it.
I highlighted 18, you shall not take vengeance nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And that's one of Jesus' biggest commands in the New Testament, is to love your neighbor as yourself.
Matthew.
But
22.
that's the small town stuff as well, right? You shall not take vengeance and bear upon vengeance against the children, right? What your dad did is not you, right? Is what your family did is not you. You have to be your own person, right? Judge them individually, not
Righteously.
righteously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was you want to jump to?
Yeah, 29.
you
Do
said?
not prostitute your daughter to cause her to be a harlot, lest the land fall into harlotry and the land become full of wickedness.
You know, that happens.
Oh,
Today.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard about that. But I just stop and think, seems I have 3 girls. I'm like, how in the
How
world
could you do that?
could you ever pimp out your own daughter?
My interpreter
Well, I
was
think-
so excited because his daughter was getting old enough to sell, and he literally came to work giddy, excited, because she was getting closer. He was gonna be able to sell her.
Nope.
She was 12, dude.
At that
My heart just broke
Yeah.
because I knew it was a totally different culture, and that conversation would be a waste of air on both directions. So I didn't even address it, man. I just thought in my heart, that's a human, dude. Like, that's a normal human. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you? But different people, different beliefs, man. Doesn't make it right, but it's different beliefs.
Yeah.
I think you could take this another way too. Maybe not necessarily pimping out your daughter
Yeah.
and turning her into a prostitute. But as a father who has a daughter, a college daughter, help me. I think being the father figure that needs to be there to say, hey, you probably should not be wearing these outfits
yeah.
out in public.
Mm-hmm.
You really should probably put some a longer skirt or a longer
Yeah.
dress on, cover your skin, do all these things.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying we go back to not showing ankles or anything
Yeah,
like
back
that.
to the Amish, yeah.
Yeah, but
But you should be able to bend over with your pride.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So maybe not necessarily actually going out and prostituting your
Yeah,
daughter for
But that
money.
does still happen.
But it does still happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's being the head of the household, right?
Well,
and
that's-
and
yeah.
and being, but it comes back to this as well.
Mhm.
What they're seeing,
Mhm.
what is social
Oh yeah,
media.
everybody's gonna. Every teenage girl is gonna be looking at an influencer on IG saying, "This is
Yeah.
what I need to look like." I get
Correct.
it. I have 2 of them. I understand.
Correct. And that's the part that just drives me completely nuts. And I was
Mhm.
like, I'm very thankful to God that I don't have a daughter. But at the same time, you're like, son, please
Mhm.
be respectful. You know what I mean? Like that's
It reminds me of quite a while ago when the malls were actually busy.
Mhm.
You didn't look forward to the weekends in
Mhm.
Cheyenne because parents would bring their kids there and use the mall as a babysitter.
Just drop
for
them off, yeah.
And when they'd show up there, they were dressed decently, especially the women,
Mhm.
the girls. But they would go straight to the bathroom with their bag
And
and
change.
come out.
Change.
And what were they after then?
Mhm.
You know, they were there for
Attention.
the boys.
Right.
And the parents probably didn't know that.
Mhm.
You know, I'm just gonna hang out with my friends, and then they go to the bathroom, and they change back when the parents come get them, and,
Mhm.
but, yeah, you just need to be aware. And be more fatherly.
Yeah.
Take them hunting. That's,
31's a fun one because
I was
think
actually gonna dive into 31. So
Were
go
you?
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I always think about there was a time when I was younger when I had TV and the commercials would come on and it was psychic this, psychic that, you know, pay $1.50 an hour for this, and you're like, who in the world is doing this stupid stuff?
early 90s.
And then to see it like literally written in the Bible, to not give any credence to that trash.
Mhm.
Give no regard
Mm-hmm.
to the meaning of
The mediums
mediums.
and familiar spirits. Do not seek after them to be defiled by them. Again, it says, I am the Lord your God.
Mhm.
Seek me,
Yeah.
I'm the Lord your God. Seek me for guidance. And
Yep.
Well, the more that you listen to people actually like discuss the mediums and that familiar spirits, right, is the more that you learn that it's actually demons that have been like around you your whole life, and they're just feeding this one person all the information. So then it makes your brain think, "Hey, here we go. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for."
Yep.
And then they, yeah.
Soul suckers.
Mm-hmm.
Find someone who's successful at being manipulative. And
Yeah.
feed them the fuel that they
Exactly.
need to be your
Yeah.
dark angel or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
33 and 34 are pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And if a stranger dwells with you in your land, you shall not mistreat him. The stranger who dwells among you shall be to you as one born among you, and you shall love him as yourself. For you were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I was reading 1 Corinthians. Excuse me. I understand. But when it jumps around, when they say they come and they stay for a year, 2 years, you know what I mean? They stay through the winter. They just kind of be in the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they just be around.
There's some in Cheyenne you don't want around your house though.
That's fair.
These guys are, those people are, well, think of St. Louis where I grew up too.
Right.
Yeah,
It's way worse there.
It's way worse.
Way worse.
But here, even here, you see these people that's tweaked out.
Mm-hmm.
How do you invite them?
But I don't think it's talking about inviting them into your home and sitting them at your table and offering your bed, your food, it's just saying here, treat them, don't mistreat them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, you're
They're
not driving
still a
downtown
human
punching those
being.
dudes in the face
No.
or throwing them
Well, I
in the
had some
dumpster.
lady and I live outside, a little bit outside of town. Some weird lady walking in my yard yelling for somebody. And then she went in my backyard. And I'm like, what the heck you doing here? Get out of here. And I happened to be off that day. I usually am not off, but I was like, get out of here. What are you doing, you crazy
I
one?
had a lady in Gillette do that exact same thing. I was going through my emails and stuff on my phone, and she come up and knocked on my window. And I looked at her and I was just like, okay. I was like the same type of thing. I'd be like, open up and be like, to a certain point with some guard, right?
Mhm.
But then I rolled down my window a little bit more after I sit there and talk with her for a little while. That she just was just wanting someone to talk to her. She was a left fielder for 100%.
Mm.
But at that point, I just had to stop and listen and listen and listen and be like, what do you got? And be like, okay, I want to hear what part of you. I was like, I don't want to make sure that when you walk away from me, that what was on your heart isn't laid out, right? And if it's nothing, well, it's only 20, 30 minutes of my time. That's fine, right? So,
My buddies and I did a little, well, one of my good friends and I did a little deal downtown Cheyenne on Sunday. We just walked around and we asked anybody that we wandered into that didn't look super busy, right? Running away from us type thing. We asked them if we could pray with them. And we just did. And like 99% of the people that we stopped was like, yeah. And when they left with a smile and a thank you in both directions.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did not see that coming at all. Very thankful for it. But we met one person who was clearly homeless. And they were talking to people that weren't exactly present at the moment. And we were like, all right, dude, this is the one, man. So I went up and I asked him, I said, hey, do you mind if we pray with you for a minute? Just real quick, doesn't have to take long, you can be on about your day. And he was still rambling on some other stuff. And I asked him again, when he kind of took a moment, a breath, and he kind of muttered out, yeah, well, okay. And I was like, all right. So my buddy stood next to me, and this guy was here, and I was here, and we're kind of in this circle triangle thing. And we just started praying. And then my buddy prayed, and then we got to him, and he was just quiet. He didn't say a damn thing. There was no muttering, there was no utterances, there was no weirdness. He just stood there and breathed calmly. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I call that a victory. Because he was settled for a minute, you know? And then when we were done, I was like, hey man, I hope you have a better day. And he goes, thanks. Clear as day, like nothing was existing previous. Now, I'm not saying this dude is perfectly fine and everything's better and blah, blah, but for that moment, it was like pure clarity. And I was like, that's really cool. So when you got that moment where that guy is talking to himself and screaming at people that aren't present, and, man, I can tell you, sometimes just quick prayer helps bring the right presence of mind in that situation. For you, for him, for everyone, for no one, I don't know, but it's worth a shot.
a refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it gets, I mean, like if you catch yourself getting frustrated, I do this a lot. If you catch yourself getting frustrated, just throw a quick prayer. Quick prayer. 1-2 sentences, be done. And it just rechanges your mind into a better place. And then you try again to approach whatever the situation is. And it can take just a moment. And all of a sudden the situation is much easier to deal with. Yeah.
There's a hymn about that. About giving all your troubles to God.
I should have tried that in our managers meeting today.
Dude, I've done it in more than one meeting that should have been a damn email.
It didn't work.
Because I'm just sitting there boiling and I'm like, I gotta be in a better place right now.
Right.
But that's the hard part, and that people just read the word and be like, okay, yes, I'm getting frustrated, but at the same time, hey, open the page back up, read back through it. Doesn't matter anywhere you're through it. Just flip through it, find a page, start reading through it, and you'll find that center that you're needing. That's that light that we're all talking about, right?
I was so mad I walked out and left the dealership. I was like, I'm done. Text the GM. I said, I'm not coming back. He said, okay, see you tomorrow. I said, maybe.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's nice when you're in a position where you can do that.
Right.
Yeah. Are we done at 19 or are we doing 20
Yeah,
as well?
let's
I
do
couldn't
20
remember.
as well.
We're doing 20 as well,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know if there's anything before verse 11 that you guys have had jump out at you, but 11 is where I started,
Yeah, go for it.
and I went quite a ways, actually.
Well, looks like you got a lot of reading to do then.
Yeah. The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their body shall be upon them. I mean, if this is the law,
Mm-hmm.
society today isn't following it.
No.
If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have committed perversion. Their blood shall be upon them. If a man lies with a male, as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. If a man marries a woman, and her mother it is wickedness, they shall be burned with fire, both he and they, that there may be no wickedness among them. If a man mates with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. If a woman approaches any animal and mates with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Pretty serious stuff right there.
I'd have to say they're mental if they're mating with animals.
Well, even
Something
I
so,
can't imagine that.
mentally ill.
And there's a lot of people out there that still do it.
Oh my God.
100%. But
What?
if you're to go back farther, right, to 5 and 6, right, like then I shall set my face against the man and against his family, and will cut him off from his people, and all those prostitute them service with his commute harlotry with
Moloch.
Moloch. And
You know who Moloch is?
no.
Moloch is another demon that they foresee him as a god, and he is highly in the realm of all of the sexual immorality stuff. That's who Moloch is.
Okay. And the person who turns to the mediums and familiar spirits to prostitute himself with them, I will set my face against that person and cut him off from his people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot in there.
There is. There's a bunch in here. If you actually take the time and do like what we're doing and go through this, there's a lot more in there, and you can clear it up more if you got a group of people instead of just trying to, like I've said, trying to read the Bible like a book. It ain't never going to work out very well.
So, Dean and I and our study group on Tuesday, I had the same conversation, and I was like, I don't understand certain parts of it, right? And then one of the guys in our group was just like, hey, there's a study Bible that actually breaks it down. It'll be the same Bible, and then it'll break down passage by passage, verse by verse, and actually get some meaning behind it, so you can actually get some context to
Yeah.
it, right? So for people being new into it, it really helps. For myself, it really, like when you really want to dive deep, you're like,
Oh,
that makes more sense doing it, reading it. Hey, you read 20 and then break down 20 and read 20, take some notes and just,
Mm-hmm.
because of how easy it's to get turned in your own head.
Mm-hmm. That even says here that if a man, if you go to 18,
Oh yeah.
if a man lies with a woman during her sickness and uncovered her nakedness, he has exposed her flow. So what they're saying is her menstrual cycle.
Right.
And she has uncovered the flow of her blood. Both of them shall be cut off from their people.
I think we talked about that in an earlier chapter about a woman that
Well, yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Blood with
after
blood,
um,
pretty unclean. and-
unclean. Yeah, that was after childhood, or
Yeah,
childbirth.
mostly during childbirth, but
66 days worth of bleeding.
66 days it took, yeah.
No, that's if she had a female.
Still haven't figured that one out.
Yeah.
33 days if she had a male,
Yep.
66 days if she had a female.
Yep.
You know, interesting one here is 23. It just kind of popped out at me.
Yeah.
And you shall not walk in the statutes of the nation which I am casting out before you, for they commit all of these things, and therefore I abhor them.
Mm-hmm.
The statutes of the nation, I mean, that kind of sounds to me like the laws of the land.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at what's happening in politics these days,
Or Dearborn, Michigan, or New York, or
Right.
right?
that can go a long ways.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about releasing all of the Epstein files and debating on whether they should do it or not.
Mhm.
Release them.
Oh yeah,
and then
100%.
see what it says against this book.
Mm-hmm.
Lay them out on the table, like quit hiding stuff.
They should be released either way.
Right.
Yeah.
Nikki signed the bill today. Or the order to.
Clintons won't like. Never
Order.
mind.
Hey, let's not get into politics.
Yeah, we're not doing politics. But I was
This
just
and
saying,
this, the politics and this don't go hand in hand.
No.
it's an interesting factor. Part of this chapter, you know, the penalties for breaking the laws.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the laws of the nation. We're talking about the laws of the Lord God.
Correct.
And it says right in there, you shall not walk in the statutes of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that we just need to go breaking laws and doing all these things, but
Yeah.
ultimately, if you turn back to this book, it will give you the laws of the
Oh, yeah.
world.
It sure will.
I wonder if that means lawyers and attorneys are the depths of
Ultimate
despair.
deceivers.
Yeah.
Something
I
like
mean,
that.
I would probably go with ultimate deceivers.
Yeah.
Because not a one of them ever tell the truth.
Well, I don't know how you can be deeper into the statutes of the land than
That's a solid point. Yeah.
being the one who defends them,
Right.
or
Writes
lives
them.
within them, or
Man-made laws.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those
25.
five were gun guys.
25. You shall therefore distinguish between clean animals and unclean, between unclean birds and clean. And you shall not make yourselves abominable to the beasts or birds, or by any kind of living things that creeps on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean.
Yeah, we should have never eat that snake.
Well,
You know, back here, Jesus said
Probably why it
everything
was
is
so
good.
terrible.
right.
Just
But
soak
like
it
like I
in-
said, like
Buttermilk, that's right. Yep. Just soak her in buttermilk.
That's a whole story, Chris. I'll catch you up on that.
that's a catch-up story.
I'm good with we shouldn't have ate that snake.
Let's just say those skins behind you. That wasn't the only thing we
What
kept.
we ate, yeah. Well, we didn't eat the whole thing. We just sampled it.
Just
Yeah.
a taste.
Yeah.
It was
we just-
what, 7 or 8 times deep fried?
Yeah,
It was
More than enough.
We
It
wanted
came
to
out
make
like
sure it was done.
Yeah.
they were chewing on a truck tire. They're like, Jerry, you want to try some? No, sir. I'm good.
Good.
As I see
I'm not
Dean-
that hungry.
Rick ate quite a bit of it.
No.
Ate quite a bit. Colton had the smallest amount, and he's got the sickest.
Hey, I was watching you eat it with those gloves on, and that was about enough.
The same gloves that he cleaned the raw snake with is what he was picking up the cooked snake with.
Oh yeah, I know.
And he's like,
Colton's like, she didn't take her gloves off.
hey
I'm
man,
like,
those are
"Oh,
the same gloves you cleaned the raw snake with. And he's like, oh, darn.
Well, good luck, everyone. Yep.
Yeah, that was
It'd
fun.
be like the Japanese guy, just eat wasabi.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to try a snake, but I don't. After that story, I don't think.
Don't cook it that way.
No.
You don't need
No.
to fry it 7 times.
We might do
I
it
think-
again.
I
next
think
year.
you-
Low-
next
slow and
time
slow
we'll
Listen to
try
Rich.
it.
We might do it again next year, he says.
Yeah, well, do it.
Well,
Do
we're
it.
gonna do it in the buttermilk.
Yep, the
Buttermilk.
buttermilk.
Do it low and
Buttermilk,
slow,
we're
and just
gonna
glaze it.
Marinate it in a crock pot and let
Yeah.
the thing cook
Brine it and grill it.
all day.
Yeah, go.
Then
Brine
we
like
can,
brine
then
like
we
a
can grill
turkey.
it to crisp it up a little bit.
24
Maybe
hours
the
in
bones will
brine.
come right off.
Hey, that'd be
Some
nice.
vinegar in there and break it down.
Gotta get
Throw
it
it in a crock pot and
190
melt them bones.
degrees.
Yeah.
There's
the only
tons
thing
of
they're good for
bones.
is hanging on that wall.
I'm not a
I
fan.
don't know if you're ever trying to survive. It's a really good source of meat.
That's a whole different story. Though.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure McDonald's is about 2 miles away, so I'll be all right.
There's a gas station with some meat sticks in there. That'll
Yeah.
be good enough.
At least we get to listen to the beautiful rain tonight.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's coming.
I don't think we'll be able to hear it on the mics, but
It's raining
it is raining.
in November.
I wonder if they can hear the
In
cows
Wyoming.
out
I
there.
say there's some cows
I don't
out
know,
there.
maybe. I know that from in here you can still hear the train when it goes by. I cleared that.
Yeah, I had 10 cattle in my yard tonight that blew through a fence somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they're still here.
No, the fence is right behind us.
Oh, they're in that field?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking I was hearing them over here, but I've been wrong before.
Well, Chris, why don't you grab that there?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and actually hold on before you do that. You want to grab a mic and stick it on your coat.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna,
we
I'm
got
gonna zoom right in on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, there
It's
we
gonna
go.
get real comfy.
little clipper.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get too
You can
fuzzy
put it on
with.
your hat brim too.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
stick it on your hat. You can.
It's got plenty of coverage.
They pick up pretty good.
There we go. All right. So this is a Shiloh Sharp's replica. It wasn't actually made by Shiloh or Sharp's. My uncle is a gunsmith by hobby, and so he likes to build rifles and stuff like that. So he built this rifle, and then, interesting story, he was a long-range competition shooter, used to train FBI, Air Force snipers, Secret Service snipers and stuff like that on sharpshooting. And so he would go do these long-range buffalo shoots and decided that he was going to build this. Was sponsored by Uberti at one point in time to go do competitions, and they'd shoot 1,000-yard buffalo shoots and stuff like that. But he would sneak this gun in and then shoot the competition and then shoot exhibition with this. And it is, at one point in time, I think it was the third most accurate iron sight rifle in the nation.
Holy moly.
And it was, so it would go out, he'd take it, and they'd beat everybody with it, but it never counted because it wasn't a sponsored gun or competition gun. So, yeah, big old 45-70, got Vernier sights on it, and 1,200 yards. It'll shoot accurate 1,200. It's got a flight time of about 5 to 6 seconds.
What's the drop on that at a 1,200 yards?
Like 12 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
At least.
What?
It's
Tell people what that second trigger is.
so it's a double set trigger. So when you fire it, you pull the hammer back and you pull your rear trigger back and it sets it. And then it'll fire with just the front trigger, but it takes the trigger pull from about 10 pounds to about 1.5 pounds on it. So,
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah.
is this considered falling block? Is that what they call that?
rolling block.
block?
Yep. Yep. Rolling block. And it's a big, heavy beast of a
So if you
monster.
Can you zoom in on that?
I will. Yeah. Yep.
How do you load that?
See,
So you pull,
down.
you pull the trigger guard down,
Uh-huh.
and that rolling block will go down, and you see there's a groove behind it.
Oh yeah.
That 45-70 cartridge will slide up in there, and you pull that rolling block back up, and then it's got the single action hammer on it.
I'm not gonna lie. It's heavy.
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it weighs
It's a
beautiful.
solid rifle.
it weighs what, probably 30 pounds.
that's curly maple, right? Like,
See, that opens the chamber.
Okay.
Yep, opens that chamber up. You can put that 45-70
So
in there.
one at a time.
Yep.
one
Yeah.
at a time. Yep.
And slap it back in there.
One shot, one kill.
Shoots a 500 grain lead bullet, poured lead bullet. 500 grains, yeah.
So then you put a snap cap in there?
No, it's got a hammer,
Oh, it's
firing
hammer.
pin.
Okay, firing
Yeah,
pin.
it's got a firing pin in it.
Have you shot it?
I've not been brave enough to shoot it yet.
I've actually shot one before.
You have ammo?
I do have ammo.
Yes.
It's primarily hand load ammo. It will shoot factories, but it will never be as accurate with a factory load.
So how's that firing pin? Is there some little gear mechanism in there,
Right.
I would assume it's a solid piece
It's a solid
with
piece.
a solid firing pin.
Yep.
And when it pushes that hammer forward on the side, it pushes the whole block forward, which has the firing pin centered.
It's not the whole block.
This little block inside.
There's a
piece.
little, there's a smaller block. Oh, here, let's see it. So the hammer
Oh, I see
sits
that
right
little
here.
block, yeah.
That little block, and it will fall.
Lord help
Back.
the horse that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so inside there is a rotating pin.
It's a good thing guys weighed about 120 pounds back then.
Right.
That makes, that bluing's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All it's all hand
That's
blued.
pretty neat.
Yep.
It'd be nice if that'd pop out enough you could see that.
It should come out. I think.
That's still one of my favorite rifles of all time. Never shot
Oh,
one,
it's got
but
a
it's like it's always
screw
one of
pin.
Oh,
those.
I see.
Like the
Yeah,
model
so
Air
we're gonna
Force.
take it out.
Yeah.
Do you have to close it before you swing that lever?
No, it's got a screw
Oh,
set
okay.
pin in it.
Yep.
So you take that screw out, and then you fold this out, and then the block will fall.
Fall out of there.
Yep. So.
How old is that?
I think I watched the first shot out of this in 2003, I think. So it's not very old, but it might be older than that. I don't know how long it took him to build it,
Right.
but
And the design is from Buffalo
It
Hunt
just
days.
looks like.
mm-hmm.
Right.
So you have,
What do they call
Oh,
it?
here's that.
Veneer?
The Vernier sight.
Veneer sight?
Yep. And then it's got a extended range sight on it, so you can set your
I'll be dead.
range. And then you could shoot it shoulder fired, standing up. I don't know if I'd want to, but
I think
it doesn't actually shoot that heavy, right? It shoots that 500 grain bullet, but it's only going 12 to 1300 feet per second.
the historic side of it. Same as you don't with a muzzle loader or a bow or anything like that. You just shoot it just to see, like, hey, I killed it with this, or I killed it, or I killed it with this. I mean, like,
Well, that was kind of our thing, was muzzle loaders and stuff like that,
Right.
and they
which
had
one
built
sets at the back?
the back one.
yeah,
hmm Yeah, you got to pull it all the way. Yep,
Yep.
there it is.
So you hear the click?
yeah.
And then that
Oh, yeah.
Then it's-
super soft.
You just put
It's
Super
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got about a pound and a half trigger pull on it.
So the old muzzle
Bondage
loaders,
shit
right?
like
The old
that.
Hawkins and stuff like that had those two triggers. And
a
that
gun my
was,
size.
Finally. I bet you can't fit your finger between the triggers.
No.
it actually looks like a sharp to a normal person.
He's gonna get a 10-pound pole every time.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Yeah, so when you shoot that thing 1,000, 1,200 yards, you shoot it prone, you've got a rest on it, a bag on it, and you get it set that rear trigger, and then you just wait, and you wait, and you wait, until it's finally just settled in right, and then you barely tap that front trigger.
That's crazy.
And then you got about 6 seconds before you hear ding.
Yeah, just sit back, have a little coffee. Just 1, 2.
You could literally fire that, come off the rifle, and make it up.
Oh, yeah,
the
for
target,
sure.
And then
Yeah.
cling,
Yeah.
watch it move.
That's
What do you think that firearm's worth?
Shit.
You can just say,
Yeah.
So
To load it.
Shiloh Sharps will still
load.
sell 1877 Quigleys.
okay.
They're about $6,000.
Ooh.
That rifle right there, if I had to put a price on it, I would probably put a $10,000 tag on it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't get shot. It
Yeah,
just tags out.
yeah.
and-
We should get him out there to compete against Tory.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
What, yeah.
Thor shoots ELR.
Oh yeah,
His prized possession, he said if he had to sell it, he'd need 24 grand.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But it's a modern rifle, of
Well,
course.
Well, and that's-
Correct.
No, his that one's a 338 Lapua.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, still.
The 28 Nosler, he'd only need 12 for that, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's, I have a
It'd be a
modern,
great competition or
Oh.
a video just to see between a modern rifle
Yeah.
to 1,000 yards
Yeah.
and
All reliable.
old reliable.
but it does it with iron sights.
Correct.
Right, exactly.
Correct. Then be like,
Not a 3,000 or 5,000
Right.
or Schmidt and Bender $8,000
Correct.
scope.
Yep.
but I go that would be the cool part and be like,
pass it over
hey, what you're
before
doing
you
with that
Yeah,
that big
might
rifle? We're doing it with freaking open sights and freaking history.
Yeah.
That thing is
Oh, you
cool.
haven't had.
It
Yeah,
passed
but
by me a
they
couple
bring
times,
the
and I
price
was
on
like a kid,
Yeah.
like a kid in a candy store, man. I just
Just waiting his turn.
That thing's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I have modern long range rifles. I have a Christensen Ridgeline that shoots sub MOA out to. I mean, it'll touch 1,000 easy. But
yeah. If I don't flip that up,
one day I'm gonna shoot
black
that
eye
thing.
Right there, like
I
that is
cannot
literally
wait.
sitting against my cheek.
The problem
If
I
don't
run
flip
into
that
here
up,
is I don't have a range long enough.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could shoot at 500 yards, but I want to put a target out there at 1,000. And,
We were just talking about that.
yep.
Yeah, we need to build a tower on my mother-in-law's house, and then I think we can get over the hill enough to
Yeah.
get.
Mm-hmm.
all
But
the way
we-
down there.
Like I said, my uncle built this.
We just put them up there on the
and-
skylift.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
If we can keep the thing running.
Yeah, and it's always gonna keep going like this. Like
Yeah.
there's no way to stabilize that.
Yeah.
And you got
that
the
hand to the
thing
deck
guy.
and the
Oh,
wind
you
will
did
swing.
tell
Yes,
me.
keep
Oh, yeah.
swinging.
I
Yeah.
told my wife and I said, "Hey, could you come out and start this thing?" I could get the start from up there.
We moved it from the shop over to his house, and I had to stop,
I
every
died 10 times.
100 feet and go out there, run around the front, start it up for him real quick, and then he'd go.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I don't know what the deal is.
Nope. But how many rifles or in that model has killed buffalo all the way across where we're sitting right now?
Yep.
That's
Dang
probably
near wiped him out.
Yep.
correct. And they just shoot hundreds of them,
Yep.
right? And but that barrel and how everything was all set up,
Mm-hmm.
they could just literally shoot and shoot and shoot, and that barrel will just keep cool and just keep the same accuracy.
Well, and that's part of the reason why it's so heavy. That heavy. I mean, realistically, if you took that barrel off of it, the stock and all the hardware on it wouldn't weigh anything.
Mm-hmm.
The barrel is 100% of the weight, and I mean, it does keep it cool. It will shoot out. It will reach out and touch something.
Right. That's the part. Like my mouth is drooling and like when we're gonna shoot it. You know what I mean? Like I just
Never.
right. Like I
Yep.
just
She's a safe queen now.
yep.
Well, I don't think I'd use those words because I'm gonna shoot it one day.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
just
like I
gotta
said-
find a place where I can do it.
Oh, there's places. I can take you to a bunch of them.
And then if you were to take that rifle out,
Mhm.
and harvest an animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would that animal be?
Oh, I mean,
Prairie dog.
prairie dog, yeah. Rattlesnake.
Just a mound. Just wipe out the mound on a prairie dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be elk. Would be a buffalo.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean? It's just to see, just for a historical side of it, just for
oh yeah,
a pat on your own back or just something along those lines. Like it's just there's always every time I pick up a gun, I always have something to be like I would love to shoot something with this.
oh yeah. I mean, if I could score a buffalo tag, this is the first rifle I'm grabbing.
Right.
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 I'm not even gonna bother with any of the modern rifles that I've got.
Right.
This one will be the one.
No,
Like,
clearly you'd have to find somebody though to hand load rounds.
I have hand loads
Oh, you
for it.
have hand loads?
Oh yeah. Yep. I have the competition rounds
Oh,
for it.
gotcha.
Oh, even better.
So,
And I also wouldn't shoot anything within 500 yards.
well, that's
I'd
the other
have to
part of
reach
it.
out and touch
Yeah,
it.
that's the other part of it too. I mean, a buffalo, he's pretty big,
Yeah.
but
With a 45-70.
500 grain lead
He's gonna feel it.
flat tip, it'll
I
knock
think I
something
shot
out
my
of him.
buffalo at 20 yards.
Yeah. If you want any meat left, don't shoot with that one.
Yeah.
Knocking backwards.
He went very far. He stood there and looked at me all the time, and I was like, "You need to turn."
He's
Well-
talking with his buffalo.
Dude, I'm trying to shoot you in the heart, not the nose.
Right.
Through the neck area. I heard that was the fastest place to shoot him. And he's just standing broadside to me, but just looking at me, and I waited and waited. The whole other herd came up. I'm surrounded by buffalo.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah. That's a bad.
Finally, he
sad
turned
day.
his head and boom, and he went down and
Hurt thumb.
I didn't know what was gonna happen over the buffalo. They're gonna stampede, what are they gonna do? I didn't know.
Protected. Yeah.
One of the reasons they almost went extinct is because they always stay around the injured one.
Mhm.
So they went up and were butting him
Yep.
and
Get up,
fighting
Trying to
him.
get him to move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of one of the things nowadays. As I've gotten older, I've gotten more interested in shooting game with older rifles.
Mm-hmm.
I shot my deer a few years ago with my lever action 30-30,
Yeah.
old grandpa's trusty rusty,
Mhm.
and I had more fun doing that
Oh,
than
yeah.
I ever did
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a modern rifle.
The first gun I ever hunted with, I just like, I want to get back into that part. Like, I want to get close, right? Like, you're a 200-yard gun, but at that point, like, everybody wants to shoot them at 300 yards, 400
You
yards.
want to get close, man? Go back to a struggle stick, the old stick bow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's still that's a tough one still, right?
Yeah, that's why they call it a struggle stick.
It ain't because it's hard to pull.
One of these days, I'll break it out and shoot it. I'll get brave enough for it, but
We need to video that.
I was gonna say the same thing, Dean. I was like, I hope someone's there to record it when you do it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it, man. That thing's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Shall we get to whiskey?
Let's get
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Okay. So first off, I have to make a correction. I think last time I mentioned Elijah Craig from the comments was Buffalo Trace. I believe I was incorrect. I think Elijah Craig is a Heaven Hill. So for anybody that sees that, I stand corrected. Forgive me for being wrong. It'll probably happen again. So with that said,
I'll take it up there.
okay. So I got this bottle personally from the distillery in Clarendon, I think it is, Kentucky. It says on the bottle right there. It's a 12-year Knob Creek, 100 proof. It's one of their tastier beverages. If you're not familiar with Knob Creek, it's probably one of those ones you think is bad, and you're sorely mistaken. It's a tasty beverage. So this is a straight bourbon whiskey. And I've got the 9-year. Turns out when you do the distillery tour, you get to dip your own bottle. So what I did is I dipped it and then I put my thumbprint in the top
Oh, nice.
because I thought it was a cool thing to do. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what I did
So
anyway.
you're
So,
you're
I
gonna
think
open
it's
that
cool.
there?
yeah, I'm gonna open this one, the one with the thumbprints at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I probably won't open that one. So all my bottles, the bottles I care about, are all memories for me. So I keep empty bottles, and I know I probably said this before, but I'll say it again. I keep empty bottles because it reminds me of the memory. Because I'm more interested in the memory than saying that I have such and such bourbon. That doesn't matter to me. So this one I'll open because it means something to me, and I'll put it back up on the shelf. And I typically write with a Sharpie on the bottom of the bottle because my memory sucks. So in case you didn't know by the Elijah Craig travesty, so like I'll write it on the bottom just as a reference. Like I've got a bottle of Blanton's that's a 2021 New Year's Eve kilt party that went wild, and we had premium whiskeys only. So I think Blanton's was like the peasant of the party. So yeah, I like to keep the memories. So this one will be open, and this will be my memory, and I usually only open them with people that appreciate it. So this is a 12. The other one I talked about was a 9. They have a 15, I believe. That's really difficult to get hands on over there. Might be 18. Regardless, the older you get, it is more tasty. I haven't had one that gets worse as you go up in age, like some bourbons do. So yeah, there's no story on the back of this one. It isn't super fancy. It's just a good distillery making whiskey.
Jim Beam,
Yep,
right?
out of the Jim Beam.
Yep, Jim Beam
Line.
category. This
Yep.
one made my mouth water as soon as you brought this in tonight. Being a small batch, right at 100 proof,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's cut Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So being 12 years old. Oh, smooth taste, crafts, and superior taste.
I wonder if we're ever gonna get to try it.
Right? Like, man, like, you want
Give it to Dean.
Give it to Dean. Here you go, Dean.
Here, Dean, open it.
Just crack that top like
It's just wax with a string inside that tab, so grip it and rip it.
Grip it and rip the tab?
Yep.
Yep.
You should be doing this.
Well, it's all about the story as well.
I told him to rip it.
What are we gonna do now?
Keep digging. I got a pocket knife. We're drinking that whiskey. One
We
way
got
or
a pocket
another.
knife. We can figure out if the top breaks off or the cork sticks in. We can figure out how to get that.
Just
out
strain
as
the
well.
glass out with your teeth.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of Jared's hair got stuck there in the corner.
No, I don't think that's mine.
No?
Well, here, if that's your thumbprint on the
Here,
front.
No,
here,
no,
Jared,
no,
you
the
should,
thumbprint's
you
the other
should-
one.
Oh, the thumbprint's on the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going big because I know I like it.
Yes, sir.
Here, pour your own. Have as much as you want. If the bottle's empty when I bring it home, then I get to Sharpie it up and put it on the shelf. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Today is what, episode 26?
26. Yeah.
I like that already. And I don't
Hey,
even
make sure you go
taste it.
light on that porch.
I have to.
Yeah. Make sure you only get a little splash in that glass.
Make sure Skelly's dancing.
That's why I like this little glass, because you guys fill it up.
Yeah, we're the bullies, right? Yeah.
We're at. He had, I think it was Blind Man's Bluff or something. It was a good whiskey, and he had me pour it, or maybe I just poured his drink.
Yeah, I didn't have.
But I poured it, and it was like, they're right there. I was like, there you go, fella.
That's a Colton pour.
The next time I saw him, he had that little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great nose.
It is a great news on that.
It's like candy.
I got caramel off the nose. Well, it's a lot of these ones, right? Well, that's just delightful.
What are you doing, Rich? Did you take a taste yet?
So when you start getting into those bigger, or
That is almost different than anything we've had.
Yep.
I
right,
agree.
right, when you start getting into the older, like
Rich and delicious.
for a 12-year-old, right? You start getting young, and you start, like I said this before, it starts looking like sine waves as it's young, and it's very rough and disturbed and interference. Now you're tasting this one that's 12 years old and just outstanding. Like there's no rough parts in it, right? As it starts to finish, it all just rolls completely off. There's no sharp parts in it. It's just complete.
And it takes you for a ride.
Like trying
Right.
to remember.
It's not a single note like
Right.
those young ones that are just vanilla.
That's what it reminds me of.
This has more character. It takes you along.
Correct.
I was thinking it was really comparable to that Horse Soldier Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I like, that first initial taste
Yep.
was of the Reserve.
Premium bourbons. Similar
You never
water.
got to try the
I
Reserve,
tried
did you?
that one.
Yeah.
I was on the road
He
doing
keeps
sales.
hiding it in the wrong pickup.
Allegedly.
Hey, I completely understand. I've had it before. I was with the sales rep, and I've had it. I just,
You remember all those times you kept talking about the production company? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Speed Bump Productions getting back at you now.
I just think I think that's rich.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
delicious.
I just, there's just a full body in that.
Yeah, it's yummy.
The legs,
It's
on
yummy.
Yeah.
The legs on it are just holding for days at
Yeah.
100 proof.
Yeah, it barely runs the side.
The only legs I care about are the ones going down my throat, sir. And that
Whoa.
these legs be running so good.
Hey-o. How about that 5-foot leg that's going to be here
Yeah, I
for
want to
Christmas
light that
decoration?
baby up.
Yeah, like I enjoy that one. Like, Jared, good job, man. Like that one is a solid.
I love the flavor when you breathe out.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yes.
Like, that, yeah.
That's one of the things I like about higher proof whiskeys is you get that extra ride when
Yeah.
you breathe that concentrated breath out
Mm-hmm.
and then shut it down quick. You can
Yeah.
kind of still taste it.
Yeah.
Man, it's good.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think it's very good.
It's better than Dickel,
That was quick.
Just a little bit maybe, but you know.
Like say,
Like I said, going from, like I said, Dickel to
Oh,
everything
you
else.
can't
and
compare
going to-
Dickel to this.
No.
There ain't no.
That's total
But-
different world.
It is, but it's tasting everything in between to get to this one. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
there's
yeah.
flavors in between that it's
For sure.
just
So, just out of curiosity, what does a bottle like this cost? Because I have not looked up a number 12.
I have no idea.
You don't remember?
I jerked that thing off the shelf and threw it in the
Copy
cash out
that.
line and walked away
I got
before
you.
anybody asked me any questions. I started the tour, there was none.
Oh,
I got back to the gift shop after the tour, and there was 4. And I went, directly. As soon as we walked in the room, like there was people
Yeah.
there still milling about the tour. I went straight to the shelf and grabbed one.
Gotcha.
40. I'm seeing online 45 to 70.
Okay.
Right, like we're right in that sweet spot for what that taste is.
Yeah.
I would assume it was probably in the 60, 65 realm. Of
Yeah.
the
So
kit
that's like with the second one up of the horse soldier. But I honestly,
Yeah.
the flavor of it though is with the $90 bottle of horse soldier.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable, and it's not so overpowering that you couldn't just sip this
Oh
all
yeah,
day.
no.
You know, you could sip this neat all day and enjoy the bold, rich
I
flavor.
mean, if you can sip it all day though, it's
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get-
expensive quick.
Well, you gotta sip it. You know, we're not chugging it all day. You
You're in
know,
a different category at that point.
if you find yourself making one drink out of your Glencairn,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
put that down and go grab you some Dickel.
And then you ain't drinking no more at all.
It'll slow you down quite a bit.
Slow you down real
It might
quick.
put you in front of a toilet. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I'd say it's as smooth as the Willet.
Yeah.
I'd say it's comparable in that
For the smoothness right up
Yeah.
front, right?
because of the age.
Yep. There's a couple more flavors that pop out for me from the Willet to
Mm-hmm.
this one here. And I was like, I just like the richness of this one right now. The Knob Creek early Knob Creek and
Man, this is cool. Just guys talking about whiskey. And it's so cool to get everybody's different perspective on this glass.
I was gonna say, like every sip has a different note.
It
to
builds to it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like I get a lot of what I call the decorations flavors, like mahoganies and leathers and stuff like that. That's pretty common when I grab it. But I also get a lot of the sweets
I
on
don't
the
remember
front and
shooting a
back.
piece of leather. I can't remember what that-
I give my son a
That's the
piece of that
exhale.
when he was teething.
The exhale is
Yeah.
the leather part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his. We had a chunk of leather that was probably an inch wide by 4 inches, and instead of giving him some of the plastic toys and everything, we gave him a chunk of leather. And man, he just gnawed on that, and that was the best teething toy that we've ever given him. He gnawed right through that.
Lost all his baby teeth by the time he was a year old.
Yeah.
They came in, they fell out. It was awesome.
Yeah, he loved it.
Oh, Cadence came up with a T-shirt design for us. That I
Oh,
think we're
perfect.
gonna do.
Did you
It's
see
got
Good, isn't it?
written God, Guns, and Glencairns right here,
Mhm.
and then on the back it has iron sharpens
yeah,
iron.
that's
As
Yeah, that's nice.
each person, as a person will sharpen another person,
Nice.
and then it has that scripture underneath of that, like that verse number.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it has our symbol, like our
Yeah,
logo.
yeah, yeah.
2717.
On the back.
Flavor in
That is.
there.
And
because
she's
I was
like, she was saying that maybe she could make it at school. I said, well, if not, I happen to know a guy
I'm
that
sure
might be able to
that's
whip that up.
Turns out my Wild Arms business just purchased a commercial grade embroidery machine.
Oh, okay.
So that's also an option.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I know
Yeah,
that
Ryan
I
has two commercial grade.
I know that I
Well,
at
I
least
don't know.
want
They
Do you have
one.
embroiderers?
commercial grade?
Yeah,
I would think.
yeah, they are.
So if I bring you a
Embroiderers?
T-shirt and that design, you can whip it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I want to get at least one, or maybe if anybody else wants one, bring your T-shirt. I'll pay for it. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I don't wear t-shirts.
You better get used to it. I guess we'll put it on this vest after you wash it.
You can't wash that thing.
It'll
It'll disintegrate. Yeah. The grime is what's holding it together at this point.
So the mash bill, right?
Mash bill.
For this.
On this
Oh, they
one,
actually tell you what the mash bill
they
is.
actually tell me what their at mash bill is because we're just
Oh, that's
sitting here
what I liked
we're
about
just
Willet,
talking.
too.
We're just talking because as he finished his, he goes, "There's something right back here," and I go, "Man, that's a rye." I go, "If you're feeling it right back here,
Yep.
right?"
That little bit of spice running
Right.
down the tail of
So-
your tongue.
Yep.
So 75% corn. Okay. 13% rye.
Did you vote?
I
Perfect.
haven't yet.
12% barley.
Yep, I get that barley.
Right. So between
75 and then what'd you say?
75, 13. Hold on. My
I like
phone's-
to be overachievers.
Oh, for sure.
It's probably an AI
So
answer.
set from Knob Creek 12-year-old bourbon. From 2021 for this same mash bill for the 12-year was 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% barley.
It is
Makes a
yummy.
lot more sense.
That math.
Yeah, that math all the way to the math end.
It is yummy.
Hey, math with my ADD, like.
Yeah, that's just good, man.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause usually when you think of Knob Creek, you're not 100% thinking that it's going to
Yeah.
be all that great, you know?
now that I've tasted it. When I come across that, I will buy a bottle.
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
For sure.
100%.
There's an 18 year as well. I was up in,
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Rapid City, I want to say,
Uh-huh.
and we were at a, I wouldn't call it a bourbon bar, but they had an amazing selection of bourbon, and they had an 18-year Knob Creek, and I was like, I need a double of that neat,
Yeah.
please. And that guy goes, because I was drinking Coors Lights,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And now I asked for
Yeah.
$60 drink or something,
Yeah.
whatever they were charging for it. And he
You
pulled
didn't
it
even care,
down.
did you?
Dude, he glugged it, and it went like 1.5. So he went and opened another bottle. And he's like, because I mixed it, I'm only going to charge you a single. And I was like, thanks, man. Because it's small batch, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
surely
yeah.
they were different
Oh,
batches. He's like, because I mixed it, I'm only going to give you a single. And I was like, the fact that you understand that
Yeah, yeah.
and appreciate that is probably the more complimentary moment there.
18 year. Okay. $200.
It's like is it a brown label?
Yep, it's a brown label. Then they go to Knob Creek 21,
Yeah.
which is $300 for a 21-year-old.
And if I find either one of those, I'll buy either one of them.
Well, that's kind of my
We
thought.
have
A $65
yeah,
bottle
I
or
agree.
12 year.
If you find it,
That's a
you
good,
need the
that's a
money.
good price.
And this shoots out of its price range with the flavor.
100%.
Correct.
I mean, it definitely tastes like a
Yeah.
But
at
if,
least $120
Yeah.
bourbon.
Yeah, I agree.
but
I
if
put it
I,
there
but if
too.
I buy 18-year-old, I'd be like, guys, my pour samples are gonna get a lot smaller.
Oh shit!
Because
If you
I'm
find one, if you
that?
find a second with it, just buy it and I'll
I mean,
Venmo you the money.
oh, 100%.
Same with a 21. If you
That's
can find a
substantial
21, buy it. I'll Venmo you the
Be
money.
one of the most expensive
Well,
bottles
I
I've
go-
ever drank. I
so-
can tell you that much.
We can get it for like,
I will go to a couple
$700
people,
there.
distributors that are owners that I know, right?
Yeah,
Mercy
I will
sakes.
ask for them.
yeah. See if they can pull
Get
them.
to see if they can
glass
pull 'em.
case.
Yeah.
Yes, you would, yeah.
Because because the ones I have up in Torrington, they'll be like, I got you.
Let me know if they have a minimum order
Yes.
too. Like if they need to order a
Yeah.
case of 18s.
Okay,
Like
okay.
Gaze.
I'm sure I know some people that would buy some other
Correct,
bottles
correct.
if I bought them all and
Yep.
sorted them out.
Horse Soldier, we still need that $600 bottle you got.
Please.
So if
It
you
would
could
be
send
phenomenal.
that to us,
if
that'd
you wanna
be
get to
great.
the top of the list, you know, that's.
I mean, they're pretty close to the top of the list right now.
Yeah.
If they're
I've
not
got the
top.
distributor's number right here.
You need to give him a call. We need to talk to this guy.
You should phone a friend.
Which horse soldier did you have?
We've had
Almost all of them.
We've had almost all of them except
That we can
for-
afford.
Yeah. Yeah. So we started out with just the low end
Right.
Horse Soldier, then we moved up to the small batch,
and then
and then the reserve and the reserve.
mm-hmm.
She pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is hiding in Dean's truck, by the way.
That's fair.
Allegedly.
You never know when you might need another sip of that out on the road.
Hey,
And
I've
then,
got 4 different truck whiskeys right now, and I'm not mad at any of them. I've got some unlabeled, I've got some labeled, I've
So
got
Chad
some
and I got to Chad to drink our straight rye
Yeah.
with an ice cube, which he never does.
Yeah, I know.
And he
You're
was-
always the one that's got to have 3 ice cubes.
Correct.
Yeah.
3 small ice cubes. Put it correctly.
Put it correctly.
I only want it half watered down.
So Chad, after he says, he goes, had the big ice cube put in there, and he was
Yeah.
like, dude, that sweetens it up
Mm-hmm.
by astronomical amount. The
So
sweetness
you're
goes,
telling me we need to have ice cubes in here so we can like
because I think one ice cube in that right there would take the sweetness up
you could
tenfold.
go ask the
And I'd
residential
stop
Victor.
serving it to
Yeah,
you.
go ask Victor. He might have an ice cube.
How dare you just
I like a chill on
I,
that.
I get it.
I like a good chill.
For some water in there.
This has been sitting on my cabinet. It is no way, shape, or form chilled.
No,
So
I don't
like
think
my
it needs
whiskey
to be,
room
honestly.
temperature.
Yeah.
I get it chilled, like I get that too, but it is a different flavor.
Yeah, if you're drinking
Yeah,
Just like an
Jaeger,
ice
sure.
cube is a little bit different flavor.
You guys ever heard of Baron Jaeger by chance?
No, I have not.
No, it's from Germany. It's a German honey whiskey.
Kind of like Jaeger.
And it no, it's nothing. It's nothing like it.
Dean,
And it comes
do
in a
need-
wicker
I
basket
need,
with
do
a
need
handle.
bourbon
Oh,
port.
I've
So
seen it.
that's how you buy
It
that.
translates to
left.
bear hunter, if I'm not
The
mistaken.
bourbon,
believe
the
so,
bourbon
because-
port,
hence
like
the
that's the
honey
one that I
blend
did
on
not
Yeah.
have.
I see.
And it is, if you drink it wrong, it will take your breath away, and you cannot breathe for a
Thanks, sir.
solid 10 minutes.
Yeah, you've got catching up to do.
But,
Sure, if that's
got
the
a lot
case,
of
somebody
kitchen
would
up
pass
Oh
out.
yeah, we do.
however,
I'm not gonna make that
Jaeger
happen.
is it like, like Jack and I think Jack, and there was a few other ones that did the whole honey thing.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
good. It's
There's
good.
some good whiskeys on this list.
Yeah.
There's some bad ones too.
Like that rum down there and that
Yeah.
nickel.
Yeah, hey man,
We spoiled it for you, but you still need to try that rum.
start small.
Yeah,
Like, we'll
if there's
pour
anything
you whatever
wanna
you want,
try,
but
dude,
I go
for it.
Except apparently the good horse soldier, because somehow it forgot.
You notice how Dean
all
just
the
smiles whenever what he says.
So the reason I ask about the horse,
Yeah, is that good? Good.
That just looks
Hey,
like
how it's almost gone?
Just smell it.
See
All you
how
gotta
it's
do is
almost
smell
gone?
it.
That's because we make everybody try it.
Hey, you wouldn't even put that in your saddlebag. Like, oh.
It gets worse. Try it.
No, it's not that bad.
Just take a little sip.
He rated
No,
it like
don't even put it in there. Just take it straight out the
Yeah,
bottle.
just
It
hit
ain't
the
that your
bottle.
lowest
nothing
rating?
else.
You could
Yeah.
disrespect that
It-
stuff.
anything
nothing
that's
else.
drinkable. Well, no, the rum I gave is 0.
Oh.
It's good, but
Oh, you like it? Wait,
not
wait.
drinkable.
Stop. His facial
Lower proof.
expressions are not.
there's
Terrible.
like a butterscotch in it.
Yeah.
It's got a butterscotch flavor.
See, he's onto it.
well,
You invited the next one that's going to give that a high rating, bro.
I wouldn't give it a high rating.
Yeah, see,
it started.
I
with
still
not
got
taking
faith
hours.
in
well, like I said, this is the last one you pull out at elk camp because it's the last bottle that's in there.
That thing getting thrown in the ditch on the way to elk camp.
Oh hell no! Elk camp. That's what you drink after you've had a bottle of something good.
Yeah,
Then you break that out so you don't feel bad about it the next day.
Anything over a 5 is drinkable, and that would make some good whiskey sours.
Oh, 100%. I go.
No.
Yeah,
A
if
zero
you-
is
if
not
you
drinkable.
Put that with something like a mixer. That'd be
100%.
a night drink.
Yeah.
I'd be alright with that.
I would put that with Jack. I
Are
would
you
pick.
really going to go for it again?
Do it.
I'd pick that over
Oh,
Jack
okay.
Daniels if I was doing for
Because I see a
mixer.
lot of nickel on the shelf.
My headache
Like
wouldn't
there's
be
gotta
as
Just
bad,
because it's
right?
cheaper?
There is.
Or-
Because it's Jack Daniels, and I try to put my head to a plate glass and
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jack
Oh.
Daniels.
Very all good.
You know what I mean? I go.
I,
Jack
I
Daniels
love
is the
Jack,
shit.
dude. It
Jared,
doesn't
would you
make me
mind if I
angry.
had any more of your
No,
whiskey?
please go ahead. Yeah,
This is the
crew
crew.
I'd like to have this drank with.
But now I'm
Drink-
now
drunk-
I'm trying that
Drunken,
port, right?
drinking.
There's the
Yeah,
rum.
those are good.
It's
I
solid,
don't-
but now
Yeah, there's the rum. Have
now
fun.
take a sip of
Yeah,
that
West Palm Beach
after you take a sip of that, because after drinking that, like that port,
barrel.
I like the port. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know.
Like I
about
love the
this
taste of
flavor.
that, but it
Jared, that
tastes
is really
it
good
tastes
stuff, man.
watery.
This is watery?
It tastes less like there's
That's why I was so confident.
in
in
between
Yeah,
in
don't
between
Don't knock it. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
in between like
I
just
really
taking it,
think.
man,
I
like,
say this a lot, but I
there is-
really
there
think
is
this
a
is one of the
nip
ones
missing.
that shoots above
like
its
there's a
price range.
water
Oh, for
taste.
sure.
and then
That's
there's
why I
flavor.
compared it to that reserve.
And I don't want to call
Because
it
the
water.
flavor
I got you.
compounds
You know what I
are
mean?
almost
Like
thinner.
It's thinner.
identical.
Because this is way more finished.
And none of them
That-
are
that-
rude.
No.
and it's older,
No, this is
right?
right. You
Like,
said
that was
before you
older.
want something to
But
slap you
there's
upside
more
your head.
into it.
Yeah.
It's
This
thickness
doesn't
and
do
thinner.
that.
This is
Nothing.
bolder than
Correct.
I'm good with
And I
that.
was like, yes, I was. That is delicious. I was like,
I think that
I would
port mellows all the flavors down, though.
correct.
it does.
But I go, that's the point where we're talking
I'm
about
hoping I rolled my window up. I don't really remember.
What was it down?
higher proof, right? I would love to taste
You got
that.
You
no
don't understand I'm a fat guy, right? I just
Plebeian?
rolled the window down in the middle of winter.
I would,
turn AC
I would love
on,
to
dude.
taste that port at a higher proof.
Yeah.
Because I think it's missing flavors when they proof it down, you're missing
Did you try the
flavors.
rum?
Yeah.
Where they hit on this one,
It's got it all.
it's got it all.
Redemption.
They hit a right
Like,
note.
I don't drink a lot of rums, but the ones I do like,
You wouldn't buy that one.
I would not buy that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Dean tried that before he purchased it.
I like the bottle.
And the truth comes out.
It's in the glass.
That's how I buy them.
Not
I was at the
The
distillery.
bottle reminds me
And
of
that's all
monkeys
they
in a
had.
barrel when you play.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, to be fair, that whole molasses episode that we had, the molasses tasted delicious, right? Like,
Yeah.
that
Didn't.
might have been better if you put molasses in it.
I
What
think
it's
that's.
made out of is molasses.
Well, they needed more.
They need to get back to it. Though. They got too
I
far
honestly
away.
think when we buy a barrel, some small barrels, some small ones, and dump them back in. and let them age.
Let them
more.
age a little more.
And then just freaking
Yeah, I'd probably miss the bung and just end up.
dumping it right out.
It would leak down the drain. Yeah.
Well, that's why I asked what horse soldiers you've had, because I've only had horse soldier one time, and I did not
I
like
took
it.
them.
There's one
Was it
I
the
don't
bottom
like
bottom?
either.
Probably the bottom.
There's a bronze. There's a golden
Oh,
bronze.
gotcha.
It's like
Well, yeah,
copper,
It was like
silver.
paint.
Well, don't
Yeah,
get to try
it's
this.
not
Sure.
good.
It's like
should be
cinnamon.
on this,
It might have been an older one
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
We're tasting recent
The
horse
schmuck.
soldier.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I give a lot of leeway to a distillery that's just getting up and running,
Yeah,
or a
for
lot
sure.
that's just
You don't
getting
watch
up and
anyway.
running.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Baker?
judging their distillery or their mash bills or
Yeah.
anything like that.
After he tells me, call him what you want.
Yeah, oh, there's been a few of them come through here. I'm like,
Unless it's Wyoming whiskey,
oh,
that has not gotten better.
I think doing schooling.
And I've had many conversations
What?
across the whole state of
Oh,
Wyoming.
gotcha.
and Macallan whiskey is terrible.
It's
Oh,
pretty
Macallan?
tough, I think.
Macallan.
They're the ones who
12.
bought Wyoming.
I like
whiskey.
McAllen.
Wait a
They're the
minute.
ones who bought Wyoming.
You're talking
whiskey.
about Macallan
Oh,
Scotch?
they did?
No,
Yeah, the Macallan family bought
they're-
80% of Wyoming
They're
whiskey.
18-year-old?
no, they bought
It's
them.
really good.
And it
Are they
still
up to
hasn't
100?
gotten
They're
better.
100% now.
Okay, yeah.
It better
So-
it should get better.
So Macallan,
I hope so.
well, they're bringing some
Can't get
decent
worse.
stations over. So when the original batch got released, right, of Wyoming whiskey,
Wyoming whiskey's pretty
it was
horrible.
over profit
It's still bad.
over over quality. Okay, so at
Oh,
that
so you
point,
need
and I
to
have
fix that.
talked with multiple peoples that work with the
Wouldn't
company
say
and
that.
everything like that, right?
Voice was gonna get over.
So when I go through things,
Better for the feng shui.
when I do tastings, does it taste like Wyoming whiskey? I was like, no, ma'am, no, sir. I was like,
We don't carry that swill
we
here.
don't, no. I was like, I understand you've had the
Who's
first
ever done
batch
that there?
and it turned you
Bad
off.
Larry, the
On
knob
this
creek.
one?
Oh, who hasn't done it?
Me.
At this
Oh,
point,
hey.
I go,
Did you
try
not get
this one.
this?
So
I did
always
get it. I
start
just gave it up
weeded
before I
bourbon,
decided.
rye bourbon, and straight rye. I always go in that order because someone always wants
Man,
to
that
go
really does taste a lot like this.
strictly to the higher proof stuff, and I was like,
It
well.
is cheaper
I go,
than
what'd you have
that.
before you walked in? I was like, I don't want to knock you down on what you're talking about or what you're
I
wanting to
went not
taste.
too long ago and bought
But
a bottle of the regular
Please go in this
ones.
order because
And it's
you're
cheaper
not going
over
to
there at the
appreciate
liquor store
what
by,
this actually tastes like.
Poor decision.
The same way as like
It was
if
only
we were to go
45
from
bucks.
this one
And then
to
the,
this
like, the
one,
expensive one was only 80.
and within a couple of nips, you'd be like,
I was like,
no, you would not appreciate this one as much, or it would be too far left field. So
how's Chuck
I
doing?
always have to do it in a certain way because it literally
Good.
is
They
tastes
say he was
flavor
sick or something.
properly.
Yeah, he had that upper respiratory infection too,
Yeah.
and then his missus has some ailments. So
How's she doing? She's got cancer, right?
yeah, I'm one of those guys that if you don't tell me, I don't ask.
That's fair.
So I don't know the details, and to be honest with you, I just pray for her because I know she's sick.
Yeah. Well, you can
So-
tell them all with it. You can tell them that
Yeah.
we asked about them.
Yeah, I can do that.
He'll be watching.
I hope so.
Maybe.
And let's just keep his wife in our prayers.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I almost thought you were gonna miss the glass there.
I did too.
Not gonna lie, Midgie.
Yep. I'd be like, well, you're cut off there on here.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
I gotta be up at 4
Oh yeah.
Attaboy.
It goes quick, don't it?
Yeah. it
if
does.
I go to work.
Take another day.
Just one more day. What's one more day?
It'll
Well,
be
friends.
fine.
Do you have any board meetings tomorrow?
I can do what I want.
Oh well, that's much more tolerable.
Yeah.
I do that every day, and I certainly get through them.
They called me a couple times.
That might have took the lead.
Oh, I think it did.
Yeah.
Yep, it did.
Unless Chuck rates it at a 1.
We should do what our personal averages are too and see what that looks
Oh,
like.
mercy.
Mine's probably too high.
Your average is probably 6.8.
Well,
Everybody else
I
is
go-
like a 3.9.
I go off of drinkability of each one.
Right.
Not
Yeah, but your scale is different than
Well,
mine, so that changes the way
what
it's
part of
rated.
drinkability, right? So if you're talking about drinkability, like, am I coming out of a work field and then I'm gonna frickin' drink something?
Yeah.
Great, they're gonna taste
Everything's
awesome.
drinkable.
No, the Cattleman's Club would be perfect for
Or
that.
am I gonna frickin'
Rumble
At
mints?
least once.
0.
am I done with the
Dickel?
done with the hunting
One.
trip? It's gonna taste a little different, right?
Is that what
Get
you
off
rated
the
at?
It's got to be close.
Shooting range.
The
Well,
Dickel.
Yeah.
that was
Jared
not my
wrote,
case as much,
yep,
but I go,
1.004.
Yeah,
so this
there you
way
go.
I'm gonna shoot something, I go,
Thousandth for
well, what's your personality? for your
The
drink?
rum was
It all makes a difference.
Didn't even make one.
Nope.
You're thinking there's gonna be something worse, right?
Well, zero's not drinkable. So if
Yeah.
I'm getting close to zero, it's
I mean,
because it's
let's be real.
terrible.
If you got the Dickel and the rum, which one?
I'm
you
drinking
picking?
Dickel all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
not only
support that.
not my flavor. I actually don't think it's good either.
What's that?
Like,
Oh.
yeah, like Captain Morgan's just fine. Admiral Nelson's fine.
Oh, no, hold
Give me a
on,
glass
hold
of
on,
Bacardi over
hold
that
on. I go, Captain Morgan's, Sailor Jerry's, Captain Morgan's, then Admiral Nelson.
Don't be Sailor Jerry's above the rest.
Oh,
You mix that with some OJ, you in it for a good time.
Apparently,
Right.
we need to have a rum night, Dean.
I agree.
Just get totally out of sorts in here. Because it sounds like someone's going to arm wrestle it out. If you bring some rum in here.
Correct. I was like, at that point, I go, Sailor Jerry wins every time. Sailor Jerry's has flavor, proof, and all the way across the board. The Captain Morgan's, you have to mix it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't want to shoot it.
100%.
Admiral Nelson's has a bite to it, like this does. It has a bite to it, but it's still better than
Doesn't taste like
Revenge rum.
chewing on Pete.
correct. Like that one. You wake up in the morning and
You're chewing on the sock of his peg leg.
correct.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't want to open my eyes in the morning. If I kill that bottle, I don't want to open up my eyes in the morning.
You're gonna feel worse than you did off the Willet, that's for sure.
Right?
Oh,
Like,
man.
So you really did wake up with a headache that day?
I did.
I did. I was not in good shape. I did
Well, yeah,
not.
but you were to the bar before that.
Yeah, but still, like,
Yeah, but
I mean, Pendleton or any of that. No, I felt like it was lingering.
I think you got ahead of yourself and dehydrated. Because I had zero fallout and
Yeah,
you
I
drank
didn't-
much more than you
I didn't
folks.
have no big problem.
I think it's the aged whiskey has got something in it.
So you're
Items
saying
around.
that the Knob Creek is gonna hit you tonight?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Find out.
We'll see if it's a thing. This is a second test.
roll the
I feel
dice.
Scientific!
Give this man some nickel and send him home. That'll cure what ails
You
you.
know what would be hilarious is if we all drink like this, what I'm gonna call like your higher end, sit down, socialize, just
Yeah.
drink whiskey, have fun. Compared to what we used to drink when we were way younger.
Oh, do a teenage tour?
No, you
Yeah.
can't say teenage tour.
We could
Younger
cut that
tour.
out.
oh my god.
Okay, youth tour?
Youth tour.
There we
sure.
go.
Younger days.
Yeah. Back when I turned
Dumber
21.
days, you could call it.
I was probably
throw
drinking
all
better
in a
than-
glass and down it, right?
It's called
Wild
a
turkey.
Isn't that called a mat shot?
Oh,
Oh, donkey shot.
so let's, here's to me and here's to you. If we ever disagree, and here's to me, right? Like,
If you.
yeah, like
Old Milwaukee beer.
Ooh, Milwaukee Beast.
Olympia,
Molson Ice Canadian,
With a
boys.
can of tomato.
With a can of tomato juice?
Olympia,
Oh, you were a
Olympia.
tomato beer guy.
Oh,
red
and-
beer?
Yeah, red beer.
Nope.
and
You probably like
Every now and then
Clamatos,
a
too.
shot of blackberry brandy.
Schmitz.
Blackberry, yeah, my mom used
Animal
to do that when
beer.
I was sick.
That's I grew up on Busch Light and Animal beer.
What? Animal
beer.
beer.
Schmitz,
Oh, Schmitz. You said animal beer. I was like, what is that?
because they always had the like Busch Light's doing now. They always had like
Corn
corn
cob?
and everything
It's
like
the
that, but they had
Frontier
deer.
Airlines of beers.
They,
One animal's on this can.
yep.
That was like a thing in college. We had it all pasted up on the wall.
Yes. Yes.
We had
Wasn't
a
there
Christmas
Cobra?
tree of cans. The
The
orange
Cobra?
can.
Liquor.
You had to get the
Cobra,
orange
hell
can.
yeah.
Oh, the
Just
Busch
like
Light
It
cans?
was the
It was only
Keystone.
like
Keystone,
6
that's
or
right.
7
Keystone.
cents a big bottle.
That was back with the
Keystone.
Bud Ice days.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then they had the game.
Keystone in my cooler.
Cake.
Right, Keystone's
Yeah.
You had to play
good.
the
Yeah,
game.
like I
Yeah.
enjoy Keystone.
They designed that for
My
college
father-in-law
kids.
brought me a case of beer called Grain Belt, and I don't know, it's from back east somewhere, like one of the oldest breweries in the nation, and it was really good. Really good.
Prove it.
We're not going to break into beer, too.
No, God, no.
No.
Please don't.
Like, that'd look kind of weird if we're all sitting here drinking beer out of a Glencairn.
That's fair.
The highest rating I could give a beer is like a 1.5.
You also drink Coors Light a lot.
Yeah, because it doesn't taste like beer. That's the point.
Well, that's Love by the Lake beer.
We have
Keystone Light.
What is happening?
You never had like a hazy IPA?
Yeah, I've had them.
They're delicious.
oh
You
there.
get
If you
along
like that
great
sort
with
of
my
thing.
wife's grandmother.
Well, like
Caleb's an IPA drinker,
Yeah.
like
I love
solely.
You do too?
we have that brewery in Sterling, and
Do you like the honey?
everyone
lagers?
walks in there and is like, "What do you got that's like
Melbourne?
Coors Light?"
Melbourne, there's some.
at the distillery.
That's what I do when I go to
At the
microbreweries.
distillery, we get
Yeah,
people
anything
to walk
Coors
in.
Lightish?
What do you got? Tastes like Fireball. I'm like nothing.
Yeah. I can dump a whole lot of cinnamon into some straight rye if
Now,
you want, but
another
it ain't gonna
one
be what
that's-
you're looking for.
That's a cheaper whiskey that actually doesn't taste horrible is the Chris Ledoux stuff.
Yeah, I think it is good.
Nope, I disagree.
And they
The
have
clove
like a
one
port
is
version.
good for certain times of the year, the clove whiskey.
So they just flavor that?
I would assume so.
They're
Not-
just
Making it.
they're
They
just a
have- they have
bottling
some
service.
wine.
Not as
They've
much.
got wine. They got tequila now. They've got a lot of different products,
They
right?
do not flavor it like Redneck Riviera does. Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John Rich, your
I love you, but
whiskey sucks.
It missed the mark, bud.
It's
That shit's spare
Redneck
parts.
Riviera is what you get when you go to the Grizzly Rose.
Oh, amen to that. That's a
yes,
good way to
yes,
put it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
It's about 5.
I'll be at the Rose on.
Yeah, it's drinkable.
He goes to the Grizzly Rose still.
Dude, it amazes me how many things are not drinkable on his list. Because it's got to be below 5, and you get 5 whole points to rate undrinkable.
No, I think now I might go
Look
get
at
a bottle.
this.
I might find a bottle that's
The
undrinkable.
Redneck Riviera, he put a 7.
Because there's a beer.
I put
When I was
5.5.
traveling through New Zealand,
Yeah, 5.
there was a beer that was called.
Nothing
It was
to
called
Boston
Viking.
Straight.
It's called Viking, and it said right.
Australian for beer.
It said right on the taste. It said right on the label. It said
I mean-
conquer the taste.
Viking?
Viking.
I don't
And it was we did the Century Club, so 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes
Oh,
with that, and
Wow.
it was the worst hangover.
That's a no for me, dog.
Are we talking
conquer the
like
taste.
shots?
Shot of beer?
Yes,
Or are we talking
100
full
shots of
samples?
beer.
An
Shots.
ounce? An ounce?
An ounce. That's Century Club. 100 shots of beer in 100
That's
minutes.
not even that
poisoning,
much.
man.
It's not, but it's
It's-
a half rack of beer.
Yeah, that's a half rack.
But you're drinking the oxygen or the air that you're drinking as you're drinking it every minute.
Mhm.
It makes everybody puke.
Yeah, so does the Three Wise Men.
Oh,
Yeah. Especially when you put it in a quadruple shot glass.
Yeah.
Last time I had one of those was when I turned 21.
Correct. Me too. But it was a Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen was like, and I was like, oh, something's gonna puke.
Hold on, what do you guys call the Three Wise Men? It's interesting.
Johnny, Jack,
And Jim
Johnny, and Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
See, ours was Jack, Jim, and Jose.
Yeah, that's the 3.
That was back in Michigan. Though.
You can trade Jose for Jameson.
I would have rather done that. That would
Yeah,
have sounded
Johnny,
like
Jack, and
better.
James.
I would say that too.
Nah.
Well,
I call those the
think
3 gentlemen.
My vote might be a little bit skewed in that because
Uh-oh.
I don't drink high end whiskeys. Right. Bottle of Pendleton Rye, that's my style.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Right.
Tin Cup, Jameson, stuff like that. I don't ever get to drink 12-year whiskeys.
Well,
But
you
that's-
are now.
That's
Right.
good.
It's pretty
But
tasty.
have you
yeah,
ever
that's
watched
good. That's
Dave
good.
Portnoy's One Bite Everybody Knows
Yeah.
the Little Pizza
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Yes.
He's always like a 7 is like a good pizza,
Mhm.
and then he gets into the points from 7 to 10.
Yeah, that's because 80% of the pizzas he tries are trash.
But
We're not bringing 80%
We're
trash.
not
At least
talking
I
about
hope not.
Tostinos.
but
that you're from the
there-
microwave.
there's a pizza
So,
in every one
that's
of
part of
those
the point.
bottles.
Well, like
I mean,
I
it's the
said,
same kind of like every
Yes.
pizza's
Coming down
different.
good.
yes.
But that's what I like
I hope
about
it's
doing
not at
this,
the
though,
house.
is like,
Those dogs and
it's not a
birds.
problem that
Yeah.
your scale and my scale are different. That
No,
doesn't
it's
matter at
not.
all. Like,
No.
that's fun because it throws all the numbers
Right.
off.
Sunshine?
Or
It's supposed
doesn't
to.
throw them off. Puts a
Supposed
greater
to
spread
snow.
on them.
Yeah.
A
It
little.
won't snow here.
But I always thought that kind
It's
of made
supposed to
sense.
snow a bit in Cheyenne. That's what it said earlier.
So we pray our way out before
Oh,
we get too
yeah,
deep.
absolutely, we can.
Wait, how do you want to do that? man?
I think,
You want to pray around? Do a single
I
out?
think we pray around. Like
okay.
Are you scared?
If you don't want to pray, don't pray.
No,
if you
it's
don't pray,
all
pray,
good.
like-
It's all
I'm
good.
not
Just
in
mention
tonight.
pass so there's not a 3-minute awkward silence while we wait for you.
Yeah. I'll
Please
start
and
it.
thanks.
Well, hold on. Let's start at one end and work our way around.
Okay.
Let's not.
Yep. Cool. Sounds good.
Hip,
Who doesn't want to pray?
I don't.
I don't know what to say right now, so.
Just
So
there you
we
go.
close this now.
Okay, I'll close.
All right, cool. Father, I thank you for the good times that we had, the enlightenment on the different scriptures and verses. I thank you, Father, for these fellows be able to make it and here and back home, given that the weather's rolled in. I thank you, Father, for all this beautiful moisture that falls from your heavens. It's much appreciated and much needed, especially around my house. I thank you, Father, for these guys being able to come here and have a discussion on disagreeing tastes and whatnot, and it all be civil and fun and joyous. And I thank you, Father, for just having a moment to where these men can get together and iron sharpening iron. I pray all these things in your name. Amen.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you very much for us having conversation. No judgment. Completely open. Thank you for the time that I'm being able to spend with my son and bring him to your name. Thank you for everything that you've given me in my life and everything I would love to achieve in my life. In your name, I pray.
Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this time of fellowship with fellow men. In today's world, we need strong, biblically grounded men to be part of our lives. So I want to say thank you for this fellowship and the welcoming arms, letting an outsider into their group. Pray that we take the words from your book, the laws of your word, and we apply them to our lives and our daily lives. Thank you for the weather and the moisture. In your name I pray.
Father, I just thank you once again for this time. When men have left their wives, and I pray for those wives, that they're home alone, that you would watch over them, protect them as we've left them there. Just comfort them. And I just thank you for these men that have come here and humbled themselves and have gotten into your word and have just expressed their thoughts that just encourages each of us and it helps each of us grow. And I pray that we would just continue to do that, continue to stay in your word, continue to be bold in our actions as we go from here, that we would show the joy that we have in serving you. I just pray that you would be with each and every one of us as we leave tonight to go home and protect us, watch over us. In your name I ask you.
Dear Lord, I pray that you can help us to be the righteous parents that we need to be, and I hope that you can help us be bold in teaching our children, not pushing them away, but teaching them, guiding them in the way that we need to do. Dear Lord, I just pray that you can watch over us and keep us protected throughout the weekend and until we can meet again. And I just pray for people who need a little bit of help in making better decisions in an indecisive situation. And I just pray for strength for everyone. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Yep, and don't forget our sponsors.
Speed Bump Productions.
We have Speed Bump Productions right here.
Yep.
Taking care of us, getting us out there. Don't forget to poke that subscribe button if you enjoy what you're seeing. And spread it with your friends and
Yeah.
share it.
Like, comment, link it up,
And
send it out, post it
comment,
on the
and we'll
book
try to
page.
answer those comments.
Yeah, share it everywhere.
Anybody needs a Bible, let us know. We'll send you a Bible.
What you're wanting, what you're needing,
Yep.
hit us up.
We need
If
to
you
pray
need a
for you.
prayer request,
I was just going to
Send
say
it,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
If you're in Pine here within the next week or so, we have at the high school, we have the
What's that say up there?
Pizza
Pizza
night.
dinner.
pizza dinner.
Jamie Montera.
Yep.
He's just a good speaker that just loves God and wants to share that word.
December 7th.
Yeah, that's December 7th at the high school at 4:30 p.m.
that a Friday?
And it's a Saturday.
Saturday,
That's,
okay.
that's Sunday.
Sunday,
That's
yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
And if you are in Pine, go ahead and drive on over to Always Manufacturing still. Is that the
Always
sign?
mags.
Always Mags. And go in, see Ryan, yell at him, tell him hi, shake his hand, buy some ammo,
Ask the speaker, the
stickers.
manager.
There you
Something
go.
about a guy named
Shirts,
Ryan.
hats,
Yep,
just see what quality is.
yep. If you're in Cheyenne, go on over to WYO Arms, get yourself armed up.
C. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then make your way on over to Dean's.
Yeah, if you're ever coming by and you want to be on this podcast with us, just
Yeah.
come by to Thursday night and we'll make
Yeah.
room for you.
Yep.
Yeah, we will frisk you. Just saying.
Like if we don't know you,
If we don't know you, we will frisk you. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. And bring a friendly mindset because we don't need any drama.
No,
Right.
we are very friendly here.
yep. It's like we're all here, worshiping the Word, relaxing, having a good time,
Yeah, having fun,
having fun.
fellowship. That's what all this is about.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone leaves here, go with God. Have a great evening, great week. May it be successful, may it be prosperous.
Yep, send it.
Thank you all. Folks,